is Yakubu from S.I.M.P.L.Y Family Business, where we help you to build a fun, fruitful family business with your children. How do I know that? Because I've done it with my children. I am on a mission. What's my mission? My mission is to help you as a parent to be able to build a business with your children so that you get to live the life that you desire and the life that you deserve. In terms of building a business, you need a model, and that is why I'm doing this series to go with you through these models that I have for you. My S.I.M.P.L.Y Family Business Model is a 6-part frame. We have done S, I, and this is M. This video is for M, which is mastery. If you haven't watched those before, I implore you, go back, watch search, watch identify, and then you come to mastery. What is mastery? In terms of a business, when you are starting a business, you should have a mission. You know, all these businesses that you know of, that you purchase from, have a mission. The mission is the compelling thing that you are going, that is more or less your promise to your customers. What can they expect from you is your mission. You need to think about that. In setting your business goals, you need to think about the 7 F's. And what are these? You need to think about your firm, which is your business itself. Very, very critical, because without a goal, you are likely going to drift a lot in terms of focus. You want to be focused, even though it's going to be a fun business, you also want to treat it like a business, and having goals is what will make that happen. Next is your finance. In fact, when you start a business, financial freedom is always the reason why we start a business. And if you are replacing your job income, yes, you need to be thinking about what are the timelines that are important for you to be able to get to that point, so that you can perhaps give up your job, or even if you're in business, so that you can scale. So your finance is important. Family. In as much as you're doing a business, you do not want your family life to suffer, and that is critical. In fact, Patrice and her husband, Patrice Washington and Gerald Washington, was doing a program about this, and then they talked about putting in a calendar, in your calendar for family time. And some people will say, why do I have to put in time for my family? It can't be spontaneous, because you are building a business. Sometimes other priorities can get pushed aside, and that is why having family goals is important. Then your fun, you need to have fun as well, because otherwise you are going to be burn out, and perhaps lose the zeal to do this important thing of getting your family business going. Then fitness. Yes, your health is very important as far as your goals are concerned, because without your body being well, you cannot run a business. Then your faith. Faith is important, because without faith, if you are a Christian, hallelujah, if you are not, you still need to believe in something higher than yourself. Why is that important? Because without that, there are certain times that you won't understand certain things. You just have to trust that it will work out. And that is why your faith is important. And last but not the least is your friends. Because you are starting a business doesn't mean you reject your friends. In fact, but I must say, there are certain friends that have to stay away while you are doing some of this. But of course, you have to bear that in mind, that you keep your friends as well. So those are the family, the goals as far as your the M side is concerned, and then scaling. In addition to that, you need to think about your goals. In fact, the goals are so important when it comes to business, because without a goal, it is like there's no purpose, there's no reason. And sometimes, to be honest, when you start a business, just like your work. Sometimes you wake up and you don't want to go to work, but you still have to go to work. But with business, because it's your own, if you don't have a goal, sometimes you stay in bed because you think, what's the point? So your goals are important. And with goals, we have the 7 F's system of getting your goals written, so that it's not just about business. Because believe it or not, you have children, and if your business is just about, your goals is just about business, life is going to be boring. When you make the money, what are you going to do with it? You will need some fun. So why don't you start the fun while you are in the process of making the money? So the 7F system would help you to be able to design the goals that would propel you forward, so that when the dark days come within your journey, you are not shaken. What are the 5 F's? Number 1 is your firm. So the firm is definitely your business, where you really want to take this business. Number 2 is your family. You need to still have your family time and all those things. I was watching Patricia and her husband talk about family goals, and then they said some people will say, why calendar in or pencil in your calendar your meeting with your children? And then their answer was, if you don't do that, especially as in business, it's going to be pushed aside. But your family is equally important. That's why you're building the business with your children anyway. So yes, family is another. Your fitness, you need to be fit to be able to do this, and then having goals for that is important. Friends, you don't have to desert your friends because you're doing business. Surely not. Faith, if you are a Christian, great. If not, you need to believe in a higher superpower other than yourself. Otherwise, sometimes in this world, you can't tell there are superpowers, whether you agree with that or not. And you need to have that courage to be able to have resilience, so that when the winds are not blowing in your direction, then of course you have a stay in power. Then of course your fun. As a family, you still need to have fun. And last one, I can't remember. So those are the 7 ones. Hopefully I will remember that one, and we would I'll finish the video with that. In terms of the last one is scaling. How would you scale this business? Is that you need to think about, if I'm selling a pen, what can I add to it for it to work? If I want to scale the business in the future, if I'm selling a pen, I can think about adding a book, adding a pen set, adding an eraser, and things like that. So your business, think about how you can scale. And that would work for you in the future, because if you want to scale, then you don't have to go back to the drawing board. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.